Here we are in 2023. We've made it into a new year, and this is the end of January, so it's time for my annual top 10 list for the year. Before the movie season ramps up, I would like to stop and take the time to rank my top 10 most anticipated films of 2023. My name is SW Nation, and you are free to comment down below your very own ranking, your top 10 anticipated 2023 movies coming this year. My list is certainly not the right list, it's just my list. And with that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into our ranking. Kicking off my top 10 list for me has got to go to Barbie. And now, come on, I'm not a Barbie fan. I didn't play with Barbie dolls growing up. But it's Margot Robbie, it's Ryan Gosling, Simu Liu, and I just feel like this movie is going to be something totally unexpected. It's not going to be like the dolls that we played as a kid. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be something different. It's going to be something unexpected. And that's what makes me curious about it. I'm not particularly excited about it, like over the moon excited, but I am curious. And I definitely want to see what this film is going to be. Oppenheimer and this comes out on the same day. And my friends always say, which one are you going to see? I think I'm going to see Barbie over Oppenheimer because I'm just so curious as to what Greta Gerwig is going to bring. Looking at her filmography, this doesn't seem like a movie that she would do unless it has some type of creepy twist in the mix. With that being said, Barbie is at number 10. Number 9 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This is an animated film from Seth Rogen, and I really cannot wait for this movie. It is crazy because I love the Ninja Turtles. I grew up with them. I have the action figures, and I really love the concept art of this. I've actually seen some of the promotional images for this movie, and they seem to be the Turtles. They look like the Turtles. So, I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I grew up with the Ninja Turtles. It's going to be animated, CG animated, that is, and hopefully it stays faithful to what I like about the Turtles. Not the comics version, because comics version, that's more faithful. That's the darker series. I'm talking about the ones from 2003, 2012, the 1980s, the 1990s, those versions of the Turtles. Hopefully we can get back to that sense. Number 8 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I have never seen a single Mission Impossible movie, but Tom Cruise is on the top of the world right now. And last night, I rewatched Top Gun Maverick. And this morning, I rewatched Top Gun Maverick. And I just really love that movie. It's probably my favorite movie of 2022. So with that being said, with Tom Cruise being at the top of the world, Top Gun Maverick being so great as it is, I want to see every Tom Cruise blockbuster there is. And Mission Impossible is the one series that I heard that just gets better and better and better with each film going forward. The last film I heard was just over the moon great. People are very excited for this one. The behind-the-scenes look of it with them training for a year. Tom Cruise training for a year to drive his motorcycle off of a cliff. That's going to be the biggest stunt in film, and this is all going to be practical. Just overall, all of it just lines up with something that I'm so excited for and I want to see in movies, but I never actually watched. So Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning has to come in at number 8. Tom Cruise, like I said, is at the top of the world. I'm excited for him, and I'm excited for this movie. And I'm just excited to see all of the movies leading up to this one. The excitement is just killing me to see another spy thriller. Number 7 is Elemental. I love Pixar films. I practically grew up with them. Toy Story, Cars, Monsters, Inc., Incredibles, Finding Nemo, all of the Pixar franchises. But the last couple of years, there has been some rocky roads. Turning Red, I didn't particularly like. I tried rewatching it last night, and I kind of just didn't get back into it. Lightyear, again, a movie that I really had high hopes for, is on my top 10 list of the year, and I felt very disappointed. And then we also have Luca, which was all right when I first saw it, but it's kind of forgettable. The only film that's come out in the past couple of years that I really loved was Soul and Toy Story 4. All in all, I still have faith in Pixar because I grew up with them, because of how great Toy Story 4 was, how great Soul was. Minus seeing Onward and Luca, Lightyear, and Turning Red, I still think that they have an amazing track record. Elemental seems to be very colorful, a romantic story between Fire Girl and Waterboy. How does this not get you at least a little bit interested? Number 6 for me is The Flash. Again, The Flash is on my top 10 list of the year. Look, for a movie that doesn't exist, I sure do have it pretty high up on my list. Last year I had it, I think at number 6 as well. Look, The Flash is my top 10 favorite comic book characters. The Flash show, I love. The last season is coming out, and then like a couple of weeks after that, the Flash movie comes out. So I'm gonna be eating good from February all the way throughout June in Flash content. Even though Ezra Miller is canceled, I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna be in there opening night to watch this movie. I cannot wait to see the Flash. Like I said, top 10 favorite comic book characters. And also, you're bringing in Michael Keaton Batman. You're bringing in Ben Affleck Batman. Supergirl, another Flash. Just all of it just seems like it's going to be a ton of fun. And from the test screenings, it seems like this movie is actually pretty good. So, let's just see. Kicking off my top 5 list for me has got to go to Fast X. This is supposedly the last Fast and Furious film, or they got another one, Fast and Furious 11. I remember when Fast 9 came out, they were saying that they were going to do Fast 10 and also 511 to round out the entire discontinuity of Fast and Furious films. And then they decided to put together Fast X and Fast 11. So if this is the last one, this is the last Fast and Furious film, I'm going to be there. My butt is going to be in the seat opening night. Fast 9, I was very excited for it. It was in my top 10 list of 2021. But, I mean, that movie wasn't the best. But the entire Fast and Furious franchise is something that I love dearly. I grew up with the films. Me and my mom, we saw all of them. I remember going to the theater to see Fast and Furious 8. I remember my first film back to the theaters actually was Fast and Furious 7. And then I went to go see Fast and Furious 9. Overall, I really love the Fast and Furious franchise. They just do ridiculous, over-the-top, bonkers action scenes. And that's what I'm very excited for. My only really criticism of this film is that they switched directors last minute. Justin Lin has been with the franchise since 2006, whereas Louis Leterrier, he did The Incredible Hulk, which he didn't do a bad job. I really liked that movie. But when I'm thinking about directors for Fast and Furious, that's one that's in the back of my brain. And the fact that Justin Lin left right as production started, hopefully this means that he didn't leave because of how over the top and how crazy everything was getting with Vin Diesel, overproducing or whatnot. We will never know the true reason, creative differences, whatnot. All in all, Fast X is at number 5. Number 4 for me is Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse 2. No, it's Across the SpiderVerse. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to edit that. Across the SpiderVerse seems to be pretty cool, pretty interesting. It's just like the first film. It's literally just my exact same excitement for the first film. The first film is very overrated, but it's still a good film nonetheless. And I think it's just because I've seen it so many times. But the animation, the impact that first film's animation had on the animation genre in general, not even the genre, just the medium in general, is just fantastic. Revisiting that world and this character, I feel like is a right move, a right decision to do, because everybody loves Miles Morales now. And also I've been playing the PS4 game, so I just want to see more Spider-Man. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? We're going to see more multiverses and more Spider-Man. And honestly, I can't wait. Hopefully there's a great story in there, because all I've seen is just the SpiderVerse stuff and more spiders all around. We're going to have bigger and more spiders, but we haven't gotten a full story in there yet. Kicking off my top 3 list for me has got to go to Creed 3. Yes, Creed 3 is at the top of the list. Jonathan Majors, Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson. Come on. I'm ready for this movie. I can't wait. In the set photos, when I saw Jonathan Majors, I was like, oh my god, GG's Ant-Man. But also, GG's the Creed, bro. Like, honestly, like, Michael B. Jordan, he's a big guy. Jonathan Majors is a huge guy. All in all, man, the first trailer just brought me back to the world of Creed. I remember when the first film came out, me and my mom watched it together. We got the DVD, and then Creed 2 came out. We were so excited for that film. We got the DVD and watched it. I cannot explain how excited I am for Creed 3, because I love the Creed franchise. I think the Creed movies are probably better than the Rocky movies. Rocky 4 is up there, but Creed, man, that's one good movie, and it feels like I'm watching someone like me on the screen in this Rocky world. And I guess that's what they were trying to go for. I am a black male. That's what they were trying to go for. At the end of the day, I think what really makes me excited for this film is the fact that we're closing out the trilogy, of course. Rocky is not in it, which I'm kind of mixed between. I really want to see Rocky close out this franchise, but I also think that distancing themselves from Rocky this go around is actually a good idea, giving Adonis his own identity, but also Michael B. Jordan is directing this film. As an actor turned first-time director, this is his debut. So I can't wait to see it, and I am going to support this movie because this is a black man becoming a black director in the film industry. And I want to be a filmmaker. I think this is going to be a great movie. My runner-up at number 2 for me has got to go to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Look, I got to say, James Gunn went off to do the Suicide Squad. He's over at DC now trying to figure out a new slate, but he has one more MCU film under his belt. He did the holiday special, which just revitalized my love of the Guardians. It's been a long time since we've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy in their own movie. I cannot wait for Volume 3. From the looks of the trailer, it seems like it's going to be an emotional roller coaster that you just don't want to get off of. This is going to be the conclusion of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Some characters might die. It's going to be the conclusion of most of these characters' storylines in the MCU. Honestly, I feel like this is the one MCU film that everybody is excited for. This is the one MCU film that's going to come out and everybody's going to love it. Everybody loves the Guardians of the Galaxy. And with their recent track record of the MCU, I feel like this one is the one that's excused from the fatigue because it's rumored to be the last one. From the looks of the trailer, it seems to be emotional and satisfying. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I especially cannot wait for it. But obviously, coming in at my number 1 has got to go to the Super Mario Brothers movie. Illumination, they're such a great animation house. I mean, they make their movies for so cheap, and they make so much money, and the animation itself looks great. I mean, there's some spotty animation in a lot of these big-budget films, but honestly, I would take watching a bright, colorful Illumination movie over almost all of these other animated movies. I mean, not the ones from this year. The Bad Guys, Puss in Boots, those were amazing, really great. But I mean, Illumination just has this vibe about it that it looks soft, it's bright, it's so good. It looks so good, and the Mario movie is no different. When I first saw that trailer, tears came to my eyes when I saw the Mario Karts. When I saw Rainbow Road, when I heard him say Wahoo, a tear came to my eye because I love Mario, and I grew up with this character, with these games. I love this franchise, and it seems like this movie is perfect. It's the perfect look for Mario, and the Chris Pratt voice, I don't care. It's growing on me. I'm fine with it. Honestly, the Super Mario Brothers movie just looks perfect. It looks like the right vibe. It has the right vibe, the right music, the right animation. All of it seems perfect, and I keep using that word perfect because it looks perfect. It is perfect. It's true to the Mario character. I don't think they could have replicated this in live action. I mean, you could do anything, but this, Mario, this has to be animated, and they did it perfectly. This is why the Super Mario Brothers movie has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that is it for the ranking. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion, and my list was certainly not the right list. It was just my list, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of your top 10 most anticipated 2023 films coming out this year. With that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to come back later for more videos. This is the first video of 2023, and I will see you all next time. Peace.